How's it going, everybody? We're going to be doing a Crucible fights video, but before we do that, I want to talk about this Command Center event, this Knull finale. This is how we get the 7 red stars on Knull, and we are going to need to accumulate 250 points in this Command Center event to get that 7 red star Knull, but there's a lot of purple ISO. Not really a lot. There's some purple ISO on the table thereafter, but there's some confusion for these objectives, and there's already been a little bit of drama, so I wanted to touch on that. For these daily raids, we want to be using 20 gear tier 20 characters. This is not so bad for players. I'm not trying to be, out of touch, but you can game this system. So if you just have your 3 vigilante characters done, right? Because you really want to have at least 3 vigilante characters done for the city section, Professor X, you could use them not only in the chaotic raids part and cancel it if you have to, but what me and my alliance will do to make sure everyone can get it done is we'll come in here. I'll actually show you what we're going to do. Let's launch this. We'll just sim this guy. And what we'll end up doing is, and unfortunately there will be, I think the Thunderbolts Alliance event will be the one coming up. So hopefully you might have stuff like Songbird done or something like that. But this event will take priority for sure to make sure you get your Knull red stars as well as that little bit of gear 20 stuff. I'll come in here with Vigilante. I'll start the fight and I will quit. I will not retreat. I will not beat the node because we want our alliance mates to be able to farm this. So bring 5 gear tier 20 characters if you have 5. They don't have to have any sort of synergy as long as they don't die before you can quit out. Grab 5 gear tier 20 characters, come into this node, quit out, rinse, repeat to get your 20 done daily. And by doing that, it's 4 points. It's going to be running for, let's just say 27 days. Let's pretend you missed the first day because this video is coming out later. That's going to be 108 points. So that gets us nearly halfway there. That's a good start. Now let's go look at the weekly portion of this event, which is going to be Crucible. There's drama on this one already because the Crucible trial started before this Command Center event started, which is kind of just poor planning. It's kind of awkward that Crucible starts before the Command Center, but it's not the end of the world because you only need to clear 12 rooms, which you could do just in 2 Crucibles. So if you missed this on the first trial, don't worry. Just make sure you full clear on the next 2, or not even full clear. Just make sure you get 12 battles in, I guess. We're going to do that weekly. Now, if we do that and we don't count any gear tier 20 characters, this is going to be for 4 trials. We're going to be able to get 15 times 4 is 60 more points. So now to 168 points. So we just need to get about 80 more or so like that to get up to 250. So not so bad so far. And that's, again, if you have 0 gear tier 20 characters. If you want to get advantage of this, you have to use the characters on offense. This Command Center event is on offense only, which really sucks. It probably means a couple players are going to be gutting their Crucible and Ward defenses so they can get this event done. That is what I would suggest to do. I would suggest gutting your defense to make sure you get this done. Getting one of these gear tier 20 orbs for the week, and then getting these, 6 orbs on the month. I think that actually does take precedence over any sort of War or Crucible victories because of how flat the reward curve is based on your ranks and everything like that. It doesn't matter as much. Yes, it's just 1 orb, but 1 orb per week. I don't know. I'd go for it. I will be going for it. I will gut my defense if I have to get this done. But yeah, make sure you get that done. And then on the month, as long as you get your 50 war battles in for the month, this is going to be an additional 85 points. Let me just do a little quick napkin math. 108 plus the 60 plus, was this 50, 75, 85. That's going to bring us up to 253. So that will be enough to get you your 7 red stars without ever having to worry about gear 20 characters for War or Crucible. You'll just get there faster if you take advantage of this stuff. And of course, you'll be getting this antimatter, which is of course mega value, and these gear 20 pieces. So wanted to touch on that. These have to be done with offense. Don't freak out if you miss this because you did your Crucible battles early, and that's how you can game the raid system. I hope that helps. That was already 4 minutes. Let's go do some Crucible fights. We're up against Mass. We faced Mass before. I love facing Mass because he's a gangster. He's an actual gangster because he does not put Professor X on defense. He does not put much on defense. He throws his gloves down, throws his stick away, and says, "Let's have a hockey fight." And he just goes straight for efficiency. And I appreciate that about him because it's less stressful for me. Even if I lose, at least I lose to a gangster. All right, so let's do some fights. All right, so I think we're going to get this party started using Accursed in stage 5 up against this Odin Black Knight Gahori Super Skrull team. So very, very big team. Lots of gear tier 20s. My team is completely gear tier 20 here as well. We're going to be stopping the charges, stopping the taunt. We should be able to get through this. By the end of this week, my hood is going to be 7 stars. I've been farming him through the Intel store and the Antimatter store. So I'm very much looking forward to that, but I think we're going to miss that extra damage that we would be getting from him right now if we had it available. We'll see if we can get through this in time. And yes, I do use the 5-piece here in case somebody does just get ripped out the gate. I would be able to keep my buffs and stuff going, right? Oh, what's my move here? I think I still just want to get this Odin dead. Maybe not the right call, but we'll see here. Let's get this taunt up so Super Skrull rewinds these two, because yes, we are susceptible to rewinds. For whatever reason, somebody thought that was a good idea to leave in. Let's hit over here. I think Helverine is going to be getting the kills, so it'll be okay in the end. Yeah, here we go. Helverine goes crazy. Boom. Yeah, that's why. And that's why I use Intel and Helverine before Hood. Guy's so powerful. I should have... Why didn't I target a striker? A target there. Uh-oh. If he goes, I think we die. We definitely don't want that. Please bleed out. Are the mortal bleeds enough? They were enough. That's good. 30% damage across the board. Good win. Good win. Let's go. All right, we're going to use Fantastic Four with Dakin up against this Night Stalkers Mephisto. I mean, we get like 45% speed bar, right? For sure, Thing still goes before a couple people here, is my hope. And then if they go stealth, Dakin will get speed bar, pop off. We obviously are stopping the Mephisto. That's what we're going for here. I'm kind of relying on my Invisible Woman to like Uber carry this because I did get her diamond as well through the Intel store. I farmed no gear tier 20 for so long, which is why my roster got really stagnant on that front. But these characters, they kind of seemed worth it, so hopefully, well, we'll see in a second if that's going to pay off or not. A little bit of damage done there, not as much as I would have liked. We're going to go first here. Let's see if we can get this blade dead. We got a striker attack coming. That's good. That's going to give you speed bar. Okay, here we go. We're going to get lots of damage here. And more stealth. Okay. So here we go again. That's going to be it for blade. Dakin carrying. Yeah, Dakin I brought to gear tier 20 because of war. And I got to say, I am not regretting it. Franklin is going to come flip all this stuff here in a second. Yeah, here we go. So that's going to decay all those. Surely they're going to bleed out here. I don't know why I'm going for Mephisto. He's literally not going to do anything. Well, you know what? I see that Dakin is going to go again. So let's just use Thing Punch there. We live for this. Yeah, she'll bleed out. That's it. Dakin was great there. Awesome. Good stuff. Now this one might come back to bite me in the ass. I really hope the Nightcrawler doesn't get some sort of god tier stun off with the skirmisher on like my Storm. That'd be so bad. But I figure, you know, as long as Storm and Jean don't get stunned. I mean, why am I doing this match? This might bite me in the ass. This Nightcrawler might ruin me because he is gear tier 20. And, I mean, I might need the Immortal team elsewhere. I'm going to be trying to use Odin on the Phoenix Force team. This might have been a really bad idea. Hold on. Okay, Nightcrawler goes... Oh, Nightcrawler can't stun against Immortals. Why do I always forget that? Okay, but no speed bar to the Old Man Logan, which is very important. Cable takes those hits like a champ, even with the gear tier 20 disadvantage. Let's stun here, because we can't stun Odin until he's lower. We can't turn me to rewind him either, but this should be enough damage. Good stuff. I think, man, that doesn't look like Polaris is going first here, which is kind of scary. Let's get these assists. Hopefully just the old stats will carry us. I think it did. Yeah, the old stats on the Old Man Logan definitely hard carried us here. Not getting the true benefit from the Immortal team, but I think just like stopping Old Man Logan and Nightcrawler, you know, stopping his special. I think that was worth it. We'll see how things go out in our future matches. All right, again, because I'm pretty heavy on the offensive side, this might bite me in the butt. Because I have to use Nightcrawler here, I feel, to stop this Emma speed stat shenanigans, just to make sure. There's no Scientist Supreme to boost me up here. I definitely have some concerns here. Let me just say that. I definitely have some concerns here. This is stage 2, so there'll be a clone as well. I don't think the clone gets affected by the speed stat that Blade spawns in with, but he is the fastest character, so I put him in the middle nonetheless. I think my opponent actually has, I think Mass has Emma there, who's not a very fast character. Like, I think Nimrod is technically the fastest character on the field still. But yeah, I feel like I might have wanted Nightcrawler to deal with the Phoenix Force team, but I didn't want to risk losing my speed stat here just in case. Just in case. Oops, I did not change her off of Raider into a Striker like I wanted to. That might be bad. Alright, there's a kill. Blade is doing an assist. Let's just try and make sure we're guaranteeing ourselves some kills here. My Madeline, my cloned Madeline, will go before the enemy goes. So that's good. We got another assist coming. Maybe we can kill here with the Blade assist and the Agatha. That's some good bleeds. Yeah, okay, so that's a kill. We got another assist, maybe this plus more Agatha hits, and then we're just going to have to eat the Sentinel. Okay. Okay, we're gonna eat the Sentinel. You know, there'll be some summons. This is gear tier 20, so we might have some... Yeah, we lost a little bit of efficiency, but that's okay. And we still have an ult now. Excellent. Boom. And then what? One of these. Wait, is this stage... No, this is stage 2. What? Did I not ult with Blade to start? Oh, I got energy from Oath. I keep forgetting that. Alright. Good stuff. It's another good win. Alright. Oh, the Nightcrawler loss is going to hurt, though. Alright, we got this Liberty Green Goblin team. I honestly have no idea how this is going to go, so I'm bringing some speed-up characters just to get Old Man Logan his speed bar before they actualize the speed they're going to get. I also have Super Skrull coming in here. Super Skrull is also going to get a lot of turn bar, and he's going to help, well, first of all, rewind the enemy, as well as get Old Man Logan some more assists. So I think we're going to be okay here. But you never know. No charges because of the Old Man Logan. So I'm actually going to rewind right here. Goblin is not something we need to worry about just yet. That's a great rewind. He's going next. Let's go down here. So we got the slows off them as well with Kangs. That's fantastic. I'll still stun here since he's the one who got the speed up. And you know what? We're good. We're just good from here. We don't need to worry about nothing. Let's do our turn meter rewind. Old Man Logan's going to be popping off. Quasar is going to be getting some speed here as turn here as well. He's going to, you know what? Let's have him kill right here, I think. Yeah. We like that. Okay, this is going to be some pretty good efficiency. Looks like the game lost its animation, so we were close to crashing there. That would have been bad. But here comes the big match now. Alright, here we go. This is in stage 4, Slow Annihilation, but there's no Starjammers, so that doesn't matter. We've done this team before, where it's Doom, Dorm, Pre-Taunt, Odin, and the 5th member. I always try and put Kestrel in there, and Kestrel never does anything, so... We're going to come in here with Apocalypse. Apocalypse is going to give Odin extra life and extra damage, and we're going to hope this is enough. This is the team that I've been most successful with against the Phoenix Force team on one-shots. I can't wait for Rachel Summers to come out and kind of, like, make this better. But this is always a bad efficiency. This is just Odin left standing at the end. We hope my Professor X gave him a hard time. We hope our other Mephisto team gave him a hard time and all that. But I don't know if I would truly rely on that. So that's Doom Death. But here's the thing. Phoenix gets speed bar here. And Gore went. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Instant death across the board. Killed everybody. Gore passive ruined us. What the fuck am I gonna do here? Oh, that was so bad. Okay, we're just gonna stack gear tier 20 characters, I guess. The thing is that he'll flip everything that these guys do, right? What if I go in with, like, Orchis? Why don't we try Orchis here? No Apocalypse, though. I think it's still the right move. Let's give it a try. And then, I mean, as long as we get some kills here, we can clean it up with Liberty or Vigilante. But, oh my god, that sucked. Wow. I didn't know Gore would have done that to me. That was the Gore passive, getting the extra kills. That was crazy. Odin didn't even get to do a basic. Damn, that sucked. Alright, well, I mean, he's going to cleanse these debuffs, unfortunately. But it kind of is what it is. Let's hit here. Odin assist is going to clear the defense up off himself. Fantastic. We can do a turn meter rewind, or I can maybe... Let's just see if we can kill the Thanos here, I guess. We did not get a single... We didn't get a single redo on that Thanos. That's brutal. Okay, he still went for the taunt, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please, Odin, get a turn. As long as Odin gets one turn off and he does his special... Oh, my God. Okay. Well, at the very least, Phoenix is going to die now, and this will end up okay. But, boy, this is not how I wanted this to go. Yeah, as long as Phoenix dies, I can clean this up. Passive already went. She killed herself, but that's going to be another swing. Wait. Her special definitely should have counted as a swing, but okay. It's fine. Endgame Thanos is gone now, too. Okay, so we will just straight up beat this now, which is obviously more ideal. Damn. The Doom Dorm team failed me. Orchis? Orchis was not bad. Orchis not bad. I think a Lady Deathstrike, couple extra chain attacks maybe could have actually killed that endgame Thanos too. And maybe something... Oh, man. I probably lost. I think he's got so much on offense. He's got so much on offense. I don't think we're going to get a win. I think that our little fake turtle is going to hurt us because we kept Fantastic Four for offense instead of putting them on defense. I think we're going to get wrecked. 791 Mass. Have you done your attacks yet? You just started. You're up to 16. Ooh, the Azazel Accursed wrecks that. Fair enough. Yes! Okay, so we did get one win, but we're still super ugly elsewhere. Is this a combat cancel? Yes! Yes! Phoenix Force, you suck so bad. You were such a jerk team to deal with, but it looks like my enemy had a jerky time too. It looks like the Starjammer Stage 2 trap did work out. I think maybe we got the W here as well. Let's see, what's the turn order? You go first, and then it's you. There's no taunt here because it's X versus X. Actually, no, I have my Songbird here too. Did I win the coin flip? I guess becomes a question. And then this win. Phoenix Force team is rough, guys. When they add the next Phoenix Force member, it's going to get rough. And this does look like it was a loss. So this was a pretty convincing win on our part. Shout out to Mass. Like I said, straight up gangster. It looks like he had a rough time, but last time it was like this close. And I know Mass. We used to play together in Super Troopers when Super Troopers was cool. When it was cool to be a Super Trooper. And I know he's good people, so shout out to him. So his Songbird did go first. And then my Songbird goes. Alright. Quasar is going to use the ultimate. He's actually not going for Professor X here. And I imagine my Professor X wins the coin flip is probably what happened. No, my Professor X didn't. But he went for the Emma instead of my Professor X. So the ability block is in play. Emma's nearly dead. Emma Frost uses the special here. Alright. Oh, Knull barely lived. That is so bad luck for him. Barely lived. That's so bad luck. And because the Knull... This is what happened. So he's spreading it out, and he actually would have been fine. Except the Knull lived with like 5 life. Did his ultimate. Cleared the ability block off of Professor X. So my Professor X comes in now. Does the special. Takes all their buffs away. Has now a slow on the enemy Professor X. So my Professor X is going to go first. And to get the kill here. That was so bad luck on the Knull. That was so bad luck on the Knull. Alright, hey, listen. I'll take the ones where I can get them. Shout out Mass. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys now know what you need to do to get your Knull higher. You can see the value of Knull. It's so ironic. We're going to end this video with him surviving with just a little bit of life. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys later. Peace.